will see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
4 yards. 1st down, Bills.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down to Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This is caught inside the 15.
Allen's pass.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 18 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Falcons nothing.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. Jones has it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so mmany slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throw.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Bills first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Buffalo.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Allen to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
43-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At their 48.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And that will be incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Julio Jones. incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Allen going deep for Dick. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. you've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Throwing again on second down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lawson.
That's good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley.
Ryan's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Ryan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st down, Allen. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Diggs has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Falcons 7.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Buffalo.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 45 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Number 26.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
And the Bills.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Falcons.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. About 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This will be caught at about the 5. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On 2nd down, Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Complete to Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pick up at 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. A deep ball for Gurley. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for. And
he's got a man, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Allen finding Foster there. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Intended for Robert.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing is Allen on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Ryan on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Lions pass.
7 yards the pick up there. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Ryan will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. And it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Open is Powell. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they can't connect, incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.